Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Disco Elysium. In the last episode we talked to a couple of old soldiers who told us some interesting information about the world, not so much about our case, which is probably the more pressing of matters, but we did learn about like the old war. One of them was a royalist soldier, the other one was an old teacher about the same age, so they both lived through the war. Let's have a look here. This guy seems to be selling magazines. Elysium magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts the top 10 list, and the other one is Jump Jams, a popular music magazine. Alright, hello. Magazine salesman.
Welcome to Rivachol.
This man is listed as the racist lorry driver. That's an unfortunate title. Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Rivachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What's happening?
It's men like you who keep Rivachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
How did he know it was such a racist remark from just welcome to Rivachol?
What he means is, fixation on the Rivacholian nation makes it harder for Rivachol to actually attain self-determination.
That's true. Makes sense. He's right, you're undermining our best shot at self-determination. I mean, that's correct.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
I mean, did he? Maybe he did. Maybe that is like a common thing to say from people who are racist. I don't know. It just seems like a relatively innocuous statement.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Fair enough, Kim. Goddamn. Like, I can get why, like, saying welcome to Rivachol to him and directing it directly to him, right? Like, there's an implication there, I suppose. I don't know. It just sounds innocuous, but...
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long have you been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. 2 months, maybe. But
Interesting.
this here is just the last week or so.
Interesting. So the strike's been going on for a while, but actually stopping of traffic is relatively new. And that happened around the same time that they actually hanged the guy. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story to me.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
He loses his patience for explaining it.
Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko-picked apples.
Koiko may be another derogative for a person from Grad, you think.
So you grab apples in Grad?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
Yakukata is not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples there.
Yeah? Says who?
It's literally in the name, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe.
Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
You keep saying Koikos. What does that actually mean?
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk. Those degenerates from Grad.
I mean, okay, now he sounds a bit more racist. I was just having trouble with Welcome to Revachol. But yeah, okay, he's seemingly just a racist. Yeah, but why the word Kyoko? Okay, so it's an ethnic slur.
Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise?
So, can I see the apples?
Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
Makes sense. You said something about the rights and privileges of Lorryman.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
And that's a privilege?
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious.
So it's kind of a union.
Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience.
It's an interestingly good point. Unions work for the rich fucks, they're basically the same. Kinda? In a situation like this, where you have, like, revolutionary unionists, because it's like the classic Karl Marx, right? You get the proletariat to overthrow the bourgeoisie, but then the proletariat are just the bourgeoisie. That's one of the big problems with socialism. Or communism, more specifically.
Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter.
What was the argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
So you're just a racist. That makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
What else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
And?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
No, I've already made up my mind. You want to hear it?
Oh?
Really not down with this. Go fuck yourself.
Don't push your luck, runt.
Well, we didn't ask him at all about the the killing, which was dumb, but whatever. Yeah. Where are these healing items? I keep getting healing items, but I don't know where they are. This must be something I'm missing, right? Because it's like, multiple times I've got these quote-unquote healing items. But they don't show up in my inventory. Fritte. Equip a flashlight in low light areas. Interesting. Yellow roses, dozens of them, tulips too. And radio. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio, and there's a couple of things to look at here.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Where's this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see, and how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Interesting. So I can make 10 cents a bag. What is this?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritte slogan on the back.
It's a poncho.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
That voice actor sounds familiar to me somehow, I don't know how.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Interesting.
Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Intriguing logo for a pharmaceutical company.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Alright, can I have Nosafed?
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And a bottle of magnesium.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Who's Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company.
I was more asking who they were named after, but okay.
Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city.
Interesting.
Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history.
Oh,
As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
that's interesting. So the city is named Saint Baptiste, but no one, like, because Baptiste is a name, right? So Saint Baptiste, you would assume it's a saint, sainted by the church or whatever. But apparently that's just what the city's called, and no one knows where that tracks back to. Huh. That's kind of funny. Do you have any ammonia? I don't need ammonia.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
Oh, I said that out loud.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
Good work,
I'm
electrochemistry.
obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Hmm. Alright, so, talk to her and that's the last thing we have to do.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something.
It's a ridiculous hat they
Everything's
have
out
to
on
wear.
the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
What does the Fashion Police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I bet your hat would take the prize. That's just mean.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really. Does that mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Is that a lie, or was that just a turn of phrase that... I guess young people do kind of say that. You say not really when you just mean no. Oh my god, I'm old. I just said young people, Jesus. That's a... oof. Big oof. How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Good work, Kim.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Uh-huh.
Does Fritta have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me someone to work with here.
She looks up from under.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
I am tempted to ask her about reality itself, but it seems pointless. It was certainly interesting, though. It means that that weird blue door isn't what we think it is. 3 T's, how idiomatic. In Frit, yeah. Change. Aha. The Rory's probably stored fuel here, then they stored booze. More coins. All of the money.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
Kind of stickers and insignia.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Interesting. What about the backseat?
The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Is Man from Yumdal an actual series? Like, they're putting a lot of emphasis on it.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
Oh, interesting.
This is our guy.
You think Laurie belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Interesting. So what was the paraphernalia, specifically? Honor, strength, and purity. Yeah, okay, I guess. Glad I didn't say what I was going to say before. Like, honor, strength, and purity. Yeah, they're all nice features to have. But I guess when you're talking about it in the context of race, less so. I guess that does make a lot of sense.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Hey Kim, check this out.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the Stars Ryko.
Let me guess what happened last time. Kim, let me guess what happened last time, Kim. Blue and white are the colors of Zamisk, someone painted it and got Zamisk mad, and boom, murder happened.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires.
Jesus.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zhims community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Jesus.
Correction, 4,395, the fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Could a hangman have been the driver of this car?
I tried to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body, but my initial guess is the two are unrelated.
Who are the Zimps community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
What did the sentence of the killers get?
4 years for murder in Reunion.
4 years? Jesus.
The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
They were only going to get 12 years? For running a man over with his own truck.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbour are already full.
Yeah.
Prisons are expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
That's fucking insane. Hate to correct you, Kim, but only 4,395 people were at that protest.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Before we proceed, we've got an opinion on this paint job.
Yes, detective?
I think it looks better brown and black.
Okay. I'm not going to honor kill anyone over this. But I've seen it blue and white. It's much better that way.
Okay, so we're back to the center now. Oh, there was something here that I didn't notice last time. Fuck it. I'll just steal money out of the back of this car. White tank top, I can sell it later. Doesn't really fit with my style. Whoops. I need to stop alt tabbing. The thing is, because you hold shift to sprint and you hold tab to highlight, so I keep going shift tab, which opens up the Steam overlay. What are we sitting at? 24 minutes? I feel like this is going to be a long conversation, but let's do it anyway. Yeah, let's check this first. GRIH. I'm guessing this is a union leader, maybe?
Bastards! We
Scab
have
leader.
a right to work!
Ah. Right. So these are anti-union people who want to work, and they're not making any money, and the union is actually blocking them from working. Yeah, that's the other problem with unions. When they do a forced... Yeah, we're doing a forced strike, and then the people who need money are like, I have to work. I want to work. I don't care what the company does. The man yells towards the harbour gates. His voice is louder the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
He's bigger and
Think
louder.
they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
given a job to do!
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Hidden messenger.
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad can one boy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
He's a fighter. I think I can tell by the way he's talking. Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually.
Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Man rubs his jaw, a perfectly lightly bearded square wedge. I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
Absolutely nothing?
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work!
He again checks his...
Shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
It probably is actually a crime, because they don't own this building, but, you know. He again shakes his large fist and turns his back to you. Not really my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
I'm going to ask him what a strike is. I know what a strike is, obviously, but...
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You're wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Huh. Routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background. He's the guy from the company, isn't he?
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer where? I've frequented a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Interesting. Can I ask this question again?
What's it to you?
Curiosity, I'm going to figure out this strike mess.
Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain. Worked at Territorial.
Never heard of it,
Ring
are
a
you
bell.
lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
I have a sneaking suspicion that he might be the guy from the company. He's from the company, he's come here pretending to be one of the workers, and he's riling all these people up so that they can get in there and work, right? The Greater Revasol Industrial Harbour. We're sitting at over half an hour, so I'm actually going to leave it there. So my current theory is this guy here is from the company that owns this place, and he is riling these people up. We will see if that is correct, but I'm guessing that that's where my suspicion is leading thus far. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you like the video, please leave a like. Where are my healing items? I bought them. Why can't I use them? I've got to figure out where the fuck they are. I may even have to Google it. Like, they're just not here. I haven't spent money on these healing items and I can't use them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I shall see you next time. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Oh, can I... Oh, I can just do it here. Okay. Well, I'm happy now. I get it. These numbers don't indicate how high I am, these indicate how many I have for healing. Got it. Alright. Well, I figured that out. That wasn't that hard. I'll see you next time, guys.